welcome to Know Yoga. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Jess and welcome to this dynamic Vinyasa flow. So today we're going to be working on a few different variations and some modifications from some classic poses and some different transitions. So it should be really fun and creative. Hopefully you enjoy it as much as I enjoy teaching it. As always, please do remember to subscribe to my channel. That way, every time I upload a new video, you will be notified straight away and you can practice along with me every week. You'll never miss a flow. So when you're ready, roll out your mats and I will see you there. Okay, we're going to start in an easy seat. So coming down onto your sits bones, crossing your ankles, allow your knees to relax, allow your shoulders to relax, sitting up tall, nice straight spine, close your eyes. And just rest the palms of your hands on your knees. And slowly start to deepen your breath. And just take a moment to land here. Bringing yourself into this moment. And bring your awareness to your breath. You may have noticed that my backdrop has dramatically changed from the beautiful garden that I got to practice in a couple of weeks ago. I'm back on my travels. I'm in Vietnam at the moment, so it's very noisy. It's rainy season, so sadly the weather has not been on my side for me to practice anywhere outside. Anyway, coming into your breath. Relax your shoulders down, relax the skin on your forehead, relax your jaw. Focus on the sound of your breath. Any thoughts that might come up, allow them and come back to your breath. Let's just take one last breath in here together. Seal your lips. Let's inhale through our nose. And exhale. Sigh it out. Slowly start to open your eyes. Let's get moving. We're going to go straight into downward facing dog. So spreading your fingertips nice and wide. We're going to plant them down onto the mat. Coming onto your hands and knees. Take your time. Press your fingertips into the mat as you curl your toes under and lift your hips up and back. Coming back to your breath, let's take a moment to walk our dog out. Bending through one knee and then the other. Maybe a gentle rock of your hips from side to side. We're going to start with a few sun salutations just to wake up our body before we get really moving. So when you're ready, take a nice deep inhale through your nose. Bend your knees, look towards your hands and step towards the top of the mat. Find your forward fold. Forward fold. Inhale, take a halfway lift. So slowly lifting up. Halfway, press your palms into your shins. Spine is long. Exhale, forward fold. Take a nice deep inhale here. And exhale to relax your neck. Inhale, bend your knees generously as we rise all the way up to standing extended mountain pose. Reach your hands all the way to the sky. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Pause for a breath. Inhale. Exhale, hands come down by your sides. Bend your knees. Let's inhale, reach your hands all the way to the sky. Extended mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold, crown of the head towards the earth. Inhale, we lift up halfway. Press your hands into your shins. Exhale, chaturanga. Plant your hands, step back to high plank. Inhale here. Exhale, lowering all the way down. Chaturanga to upward facing dog. Exhale, we meet in downward facing dog. Let's do 2 more rounds. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale, open your mouth wide. Sigh out. Inhale, bend your knees, look towards your hands, and make your way to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, we lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, extended mountain pose, rise all the way to standing. Take your gaze up towards your hands as you reach. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Take an inhale here. And exhale, release your hands down towards your sides. Let's inhale, extended mountain pose. Exhale, all the way down to the earth, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga, stepping back to plank pose. Inhale here. Exhale, lowering for chaturanga. Upward facing dog. And then downward facing dog when you're ready. Take your time and take a breath. Inhale. Exhale fully. On your next inhale, bend your knees, look towards your hands and make your way to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, extended mountain pose, all the way up to standing, reach, find length. Exhale, hands to heart center. Deep inhale here. Exhale, release your hands to your sides. Bend your knees, extended mountain pose. Rise your hands all the way to the sky. Exhale, forward fold, crown of the head towards the earth. Inhale, we lift up halfway. Exhale, chaturanga. Step back, flow through your vinyasa. Inhale for upward facing dog or cobra. And let's meet in downward facing dog. Hopefully we're feeling a little warmed up by now. Are we ready to get moving? First part of the sequence coming up. So let's take a nice deep breath in here. And exhale, find stillness in your dog. Inhale deeply. And exhale, release. Push your left heel down into the earth as right leg lifts for three-legged dog on the right side. Inhale here, lift that heel all the way up, squeeze that right glute. Exhale, bend your right knee and squeeze it in towards your chest. We hold for a breath, inhale. Exhale, listening carefully, we're going to bring our right leg down and across. We're going into fallen star, so across the inside of your body, opening up. Left hand lifts all the way to the sky as we open up the chest. Lift your hips, fallen star. Inhale, reach that left hand all the way up to the sky. Exhale, hips lower all the way to the earth, coming all the way down to seat. So we should be sitting in a nice wide-legged position here, down towards the bottom left corner of your mat. Inhale, we sit up nice and tall. Left hand comes to the outer edge of your right thigh. Hand reaches up and over for a side bend. Let's take a nice deep inhale here. And exhale, release. Right hand comes back down behind you. We lift our hips back up into our fallen star. So coming onto the outer edge of our right foot. Inner arch of our left foot. Inhale, lift your hips, reach all the way up. Exhale, coming back to your plank pose. Plank pose, so planting both hands down. Right knee comes in towards your chest. And then release your right knee down towards the earth. Right foot swivels towards the outside of your mat as we keep our right hand planted, opening out towards the left-hand side of the mat. Left hand lifts, left foot lifts. Modified half moon pose. Lift that left leg, opening out towards the left-hand side. Left hand reaches all the way up towards the sky. Option to take your gaze towards your left hand. Let's all take a nice deep inhale here together. And exhale, push your hips forward, opening out. Careful that you don't collapse in through your hips. We want to keep a nice opening here. Keep that left leg lifted. Inhale to reach. One last breath. Reach, reach, reach. Exhale, left knee comes all the way in towards your chest. We swivel back round on our right knee and step it forward. So left foot is at the top of your mat this time. Right knee lifts and hop to the top of the mat until you're back into your forward fold. Bring your feet together, toes to touch, fingers width between your ankles. Bend your knees generously as we lift up, chair pose. Drop your hips down. Pull the pit of your belly in and up. Inhale, reach your hands forward, open your chest, sink your hips down. Exhale, we stay for one more round of breath. So when you're ready, take a nice deep breath in here. And exhale, release, fold everything down, forward fold. Inhale, let's find a halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga, stepping back to high plank. Lowering down and flow through your vinyasa. Let's meet in downward facing dog. Take a nice deep breath when you get here. And exhale, release it out. Pushing down through your right heel this time. Three-legged dog on the left side, left leg lifts. Inhale, squeeze that left glute, lift that heel. Exhale, bend your left knee and squeeze it in towards your chest. And exhale, left foot comes out to the side this time. We pivot on the back foot, open it out to our fallen star. On the left-hand side, right hand lifts all the way, lift your hips. Inhale to reach. And exhale, hips drop all the way down. And we find ourselves in our wide-legged seat. So we should be facing the bottom right-hand corner of our mat this time, flexing your toes up towards the sky. Keep a micro bend in your knees. Right hand comes to the outer edge of your left thigh as we reach up with our left all the way up and over. Some of us will reach our toes and some of us won't. Either way, it's all good. It's all good. Inhale here. And exhale to release. Left hand comes all the way down and behind you as we lift back up into our fallen star. So coming onto the outer corner of your left, inner arch of your right foot. Take a nice deep breath here. Exhale, right hand comes down towards the earth. Bend your left knee, squeeze it back in toward your chest and place your left knee down underneath you. Nice. Pivoting on our left knee to come to the outer edge of our the left-hand side of our mat this time. We open out into our modified moon on our left side, so opening out. Lifting your right leg up high, opening out, push your hips forward, right hand reaches up towards the sky. Inhale, we reach and hold for a breath. Where can you soften? Take your gaze towards your right hand. Inhale, reach. And exhale. Right knee comes all the way in, squeeze it in and step it forward towards the top of your mat, spiraling your torso around. Lift the left knee and jump forward back into your forward fold at the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bring your big toes to touch and just keep a finger's width between your ankles. Bend your knees generously as we rise up, chair pose. Drop your hips down. Pull your pelvis in, reach your fingertips forward. Inhale and exhale, drop your hips down slightly lower. Feel that energy running through your body. Feel that heat. Inhale and exhale, release, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga, stepping back to high plank, flowing through your vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Let's meet in downward facing dog when you're ready. When you get there, take the deepest breath you've taken all day. So seal your lips, breathe in through your nose. And exhale, open your mouth wide, let it go. Left heel drops as we rise our right leg up, three-legged dog on the right-hand side. Exhale, bend your right knee. We squeeze it in towards our chest and we find our fallen star again. So right knee comes in towards the chest. Extend your right leg out to the left, spiraling your torso open towards the sky. Left hand lifts, reach all the way up, lift your hips. Exhale, hips come all the way down. Back to our wide-legged seat. We should be facing the bottom left hand of your bottom left corner of your mat. Left hand comes to the outer edge of your right thigh this time. Right hand lifts and comes all the way back into our side bend. Reach towards your left toe. Some of us will reach our toes, some of us won't. Either way, it's all good. Open your chest. Take a nice deep breath here. And exhale, release. Right hand comes all the way back down as we lift back up into our fallen star. Open your chest. Lift your hips up high, reach towards the sky. Exhale, left hand comes down. We plant both hands back into our plank pose position. Right knee squeezes in towards our chest. And it drops down underneath us as we journey back into our half moon variation. So spinning onto the, swivel your knee so it comes onto the outer edge of the right side of your mat. Right hand is planted as we open out onto the right. Left leg lifts. Left hand lifts. Take a nice deep breath in here. Inhale and reach. Squeeze that left leg up. Exhale, bend your left knee. Left hand comes down and reaches for a modified bow pose. So grab the inner arch of your left foot and push the back of your foot into your fingers to find lift. You should feel a generous opening in your left shoulder and chest, and upper back, left thigh, left hip flexor. Inhale. Exhale, release. Left foot comes all the way down. Plant your left foot down onto the earth. You should find yourself in a modified gate pose here. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lifting up your torso. Left hand comes all the way down to meet your left thigh. Right hand reaches up and over for a little reverse gate pose variation. Inhale, reach, find length. Should feel a generous stretch down the right side of your body. Exhale, release. Both hands come down to plant. Bring your right knee up and in towards your chest one last time and step that foot forward. Step the back foot forward. Forward fold at the top of your mat. Take your time getting there. And take a nice deep breath. Bringing your big toes to touch, you know what's coming. Keep a finger's width between your ankles. Bend your knees generously, lifting up, chair pose. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Drop your hips a little bit lower. Inhale here. Exhale, we're going to find a little twist in our chair pose, a little twist. So squeezing your hands together. Left elbow comes to the outer edge of our right knee. So drop your hips down, keep your knees together. Careful you don't let your left knee drop too far forward. Keep your knees planted firmly together as you open out through the right. Inhale, take your gaze towards the sky. And exhale, release, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, chaturanga, step back, high plank, lowering down. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra, you choose. We'll meet back in downward facing dog when you're ready. Take a nice deep breath. Then we'll move on to the other side. Right heel drops, left leg lifts. Three-legged dog on the left side. Big inhale here. Exhale, bend your left knee and squeeze it in towards your chest. And we go into our fallen star. So it comes across to the left hand, to the right hand side this time. As we lift our right hand all the way, lift your hips. Inhale. Exhale, hips come all the way down. And we find ourselves in our wide-legged seat. Right hand comes to the outer edge of your left leg as we inhale, side bend over to the right. Inhale, reach your left fingertips up and over, spiral your chest open. And exhale, release. Coming back to your fallen star. So left hand plants, hips lift, right hand lifts, reach all the way to the sky. Exhale, coming back into our plank pose. Squeeze your left knee in toward your chest. And exhale, left knee drops. Let's find our modified half moon. So spiral your left knee towards the back of the mat as we inhale, open our chest out to the right hand side. Lift your right hand, lift your right leg. Half moon. Inhale, squeeze and lift. Take your gaze towards your right hand. Exhale, bow pose. We come into our bow pose. So bend your right knee, grab your right foot and open out. You should feel a generous opening in your shoulder, your chest. your right quad. Squeeze everything into the midline. Open out. And exhale, release. Right foot drops down towards the earth so that we're in our modified gait. Right hand comes down as we lift up through the torso. Right hand meets the outer edge of your right thigh. Left hand reaches up and over. Let's find our reverse. Inhale here. And exhale to stay for a breath. Inhale, lift. And exhale, let's release. Coming all the way back round. Spinning on the knees. Squeeze your left knee in towards your chest. And step that left foot forward. Bend your right knee and bring that back foot forward so that we're at a forward fold at the top of the mat. Forward fold. Hopefully you know what's coming next, so you know the drill. Bring your big toes to touch, a finger's gap between your ankles. Bend your knees generously, chair pose. Drop your hips down, reach your fingertips forward, take a deep breath. Exhale, hands come to heart center. We go into our chair pose twist. So squeeze your hands together, drop your hips down. Right elbow comes to the outer edge of our left knee. Careful to let your right knee come too far forward. Keep those knees firmly together. Inhale, open out to the left. Exhale to hold for a breath. Inhale one last time, open your chest. Exhale, release, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Step back, flow through your vinyasa. Taking an upward facing dog on an inhale or cobra. Exhale, child's pose. So bring your knees wide, big toes to touch, sink your hips back onto your heels and walk your hands forward until your forehead eventually meets the mat. Close your eyes. Come back to your breath. Just a moment of rest. Let's just take one last breath here together. Inhale through your nose. And exhale, forehead lifts. Take your gaze towards your hands. Let's go back to downward facing dog. So spread your fingertips wide, curl your toes under, hips lift up and back. Find stillness in your dog. Take your feet hip width apart. Bend your knees. Find a softness in your knees. And lift your hips. Relax your neck. Inhale deeply. And exhale. Release. Inhale, bend your knees, look towards your hands. Step to the top, cross at the ankles. And come to a seat, seated in the center of your mat. Bring your legs out ahead of you. Flex your feet up towards the sky. Keep a softness in your knees or a bend in your knees. Sitting up nice and tall in the spine. Drop your shoulders down and away from your ears. Let's take a nice deep inhale as we lift our hands all the way up towards the sky. Exhale, we fold all the way down. Drape your torso over your thighs. And just take a few breaths here. Relax the skin on your forehead. Close your eyes. Come back to the sound of your breath. And when you're ready, slowly rolling back up to seated position. Take your time. Bringing your hands down and behind you, fingertips face towards your body. So leaning back, straightening through your elbows. Bend one knee and then the other. Feet plant firmly on the earth. Drop your shoulders down away from your ears. Take a deep inhale here. And exhale, lift. Hips lift all the way, reverse table. Take your gaze towards the sky. Squeeze your hips all the way up. You should feel a generous opening in your shoulders. Inhale and exhale, we stay for a breath. Can you lift your hips up any higher? Squeeze your glutes together. Plant your feet into the earth. Squeeze your fingertips. Inhale and exhale, release. Everything down, coming onto your sits bones. Keep your hands where they are. Lift your shins so they're parallel towards the sky. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, release your hands, boat pose, reach your fingertips forward towards the top of the mat, lifting up through your chest. Take a nice deep breath in here. And exhale, we hold for a breath. You can do it. Inhale. And exhale, release. Drop your feet down towards the earth. Bring the soles of your feet together. Drop your knees out wide. Come to lay on your back. Supta Baddha Konasana. So, center yourself on the mat, rest your hands on your belly. Come back to your breath. And just take a moment to listen to the sound of your breath, to feel your belly rise and fall. Come back to this moment. Again, any thoughts that crop up, meet them with a breath and let them go with an exhale. And just take a few breaths here on your own. Take one final breath in here, inhale. And exhale, release. Use your hands to bring your knees back together and lengthen your legs out long. Relax your hands down, palms face up towards the sky. Shavasana. Coming back to the rhythm of your breath. We'll close this practice with 3 breaths together. So wherever you are in your breath cycle, blow it all the way to the bottom. Seal your lips. And let's inhale through our nose. And exhale. Sigh it out. Inhale through your nose. Exhale. Release. One last time. Inhale through your nose. And exhale. Sigh it out. Thank you so much for joining me for this dynamic vinyasa flow. I really hope you enjoyed practicing it as much as I enjoyed teaching it, and it sets you up for a great day. As always, please do subscribe to my channel. That way, every time I upload a new video, you will be notified and you can practice along with me every week. Have a wonderful day.